So more people use it a lot more than they use. Other people have other devices, but they don't use them as much as the iPhone users. And this is our key opportunity right here, is physicians who own one and want more applications geared toward their specialty. So you know your brands, you know the specialists and the doctors that you're trying to reach. They're out there asking for more applications to help them. So there's a huge opportunity for us as pharma to go and fill that gap. So the first type of mobile application is what we call a native application. These are things like the iPhone that are designed specifically to run on an iPhone, and it can't run on any other device. One of the key benefits of that is it can store personalized information. So when we look at how we can do a type of symptom tracker, our legal team has a cow. I mean, they don't want to have anything to do with private information, patient information stored within our servers. What the iPhone does is it has its own database that you can write all this data to, so you never have to see it. You never have to know anything about that patient. The other way you can handle this is that you can attach these type of mobile applications to either Google or Microsoft Health Vault. You can use those types of, you don't have to store the information within your company, is what I'm really trying to say. Some other things that those native applications can do, you don't have to be connected. If you're in an area that doesn't get any coverage, you can still use a native application, whereas if it's a web-based application that you're using on a mobile device, it wouldn't work anymore because you're not connected to the web. You can also use all the cool features like geolocation camera, the tilting like the Wii Remote, in a native application that you can't use in a web-based application. And it's going to perform faster. The negative, and it's a huge negative, is that if you build an application for a particular device, you're limiting yourself to only those people that have that device. You're limiting yourself to a small portion of your potential market, unless you build one for each and every device, which then starts to cost more and a lot more time and effort. Just another chart. If you look here, this is kind of the operating system share. Symbian is Nokia. RIM is BlackBerry. So right now, we won't look at global, but just in North America, BlackBerry has 52% of the share. Apple is growing. I'd love to see this in 2010, see where it kind of plays out, and see where Android comes in also. The other benefit of a native application is that it comes with its own distribution mechanism called like the App Store. So in other words, we build these type of mobile applications and social networking applications to market our drugs. But then we run into the problem of having to market these applications to get people to know about them so they can get to know about our drugs, which becomes a challenge. And one way that this can be addressed is through an App Store model. If you build an iPhone app, there's a whole, it goes into iTunes. You can write up a description of it. People can find it, if they're looking for it. There's a top 10. We built an application called Black Bag. It came to number 6 in the medical device category, which was just added last year. And it's already the fastest growing category of iPhone applications. And if you're really good, you can make a profit. You could charge people for your app if it's really that valuable. And it doesn't have to be a lot. You can charge 99 cents. You can charge $5, $10. But if you develop something out there that you think doctors would really like, you can make it profitable. And the last thing that this does is it makes your deployment process easier. If you were to try to create a widget for the desktop, once a person downloads it and you want to have some sort of upgrade to add new features, you're kind of up to them to make sure they download it again, whereas with an iPhone, it's kind of seamless and integrated for you. So what's the opposite? If you don't want to do a native app, you can do a mobile web app. And what this is really just taking your existing website and making sure it runs and looks nice on a mobile device. And that's really something that I would recommend for everybody, to take a mobile device and look at your website and see what it looks like. Because that's what your customers are seeing. If your navigation scrolls 2 pages out to the right and you can't see it on your mobile device, then you've got a great opportunity there, low cost, to kind of redesign it and optimize that look and feel for mobile devices. And one way is, and there's a lot of, this is a little techie, but Yahoo comes up with this great framework called Blueprint that'll help you automatically take your existing websites and repurpose them for the web, so you don't have to worry about all the technical stuff, which I'm not getting into. Some other things to consider, across the different mobile devices. They all have different screen resolutions. They all have different input mechanisms. Some have keyboards, some have touchpad. So I would really try your different websites on a variety of mobile devices to see how they perform. And this is my little favorite part right down here. And to tell, is it worth it to even invest? Yeah. Focus to the slide. Not the data, the concept. Sorry. How do I go back? There we go. Google Analytics has a great screen hidden way deep in like 4 submenus that lets you see who's accessing your site from what browser. And you can see whether they're accessing it from an iPhone, from an iPod, Android, Palm, PlayStation 3, Wii. So if you want to know if it's worth making the investment to spend time and energy to make your site optimized for a mobile device, go to an analytics report such as this and see how many people are accessing it. Typically, the average for J&J is probably about 1% access from a mobile device from the sites I've seen. We have some that get up to 2.5% to 3%. And if you look at that across hundreds of thousands of visitors, you can get a couple thousand visitors from mobile devices. So it definitely makes sense to make an investment there. But if your site's not getting access from mobile devices, then I wouldn't go ahead and spend a lot of time and energy there. Just one other point here is, mobile should be another channel. So if I go to your website and sign up, and then I go to and I do a bunch of stuff and I look up information, and then I come back on my mobile device the next day, I'm in the car and I want to look something up, I shouldn't have to go through the whole sign up once again. That would really piss me off. So it should all be integrated, on the back end. You should be able to, any kind of user profile, any kind of personalization that you create on your website should come through on the mobile as well. And last slide before the Yankees win the series. Just some general, mobile web advice here. Don't do a project because someone's pitching you should be in mobile. Don't do a project because it's the new thing, not necessarily the new thing anymore, but because agencies are coming in and saying you need more of a mobile presence. Do it because there's a need. Do it because there's a problem that a mobile device will make it easier for your customers to get the information they need or to know about your product or to talk to their physician. Don't create a mobile app because you want to force and push information to the physician in this channel. Create a mobile app as an option for them to get the information the way that they want. Crap on a mobile app is still crap. Don't, it's all about the content. If the content isn't there, easy to find, easy to read, and what the person's looking for, it's not going to matter what channel it is. Mobile isn't going to solve your problems.